Imagine this: no stairs to climb at 2 a.m., no wasted rooms to clean, no mortgage payment eating your retirement check. Just one gorgeous, single-level cottage built exactly for the life you actually want to live right now. Today, I'm walking you through an 1,800-square-foot rustic cottage retreat, floor plan and all, designed specifically for the golden years. And stick around, because at the end, I'm going to show you the one layout mistake that turns a dream retirement home into a daily headache, and how this plan avoids it completely. Before we get into it, if you're planning your own downsizing move, building a retirement home, or just love cozy cottage design, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. I break down real floor plans, real costs, and real numbers every week, no fluff. Okay, let's step inside why 1,800 sq ft is the sweet spot. Here's the thing, nobody tells you about retirement homes. Bigger is not better. It's actually the opposite. According to current 2026 housing data, most dedicated retirement floor plans fall into two camps: cozy cottage layouts between 1,200 and 1,600 square feet, or dual suite designs between 2,000 and 2,400 square feet, built for couples who each want their own space, or for a future caregiver. 1,800 square feet sits right in the sweet spot between those two. It's big enough for a real guest room, a home office, or a hobby space, but small enough that you're not paying to heat, cool, and clean rooms you never use. That matters more than people think, because every square foot you don't need is still a square foot you're vacuuming, insuring, and heating for the next 20 years. And there's a deeper reason this size works for the golden years specifically: single-level living. A true one-story, 1,800 square foot layout means zero stairs between you and your bed, your kitchen, or your bathroom. That's not a luxury. As we age, that's a plan for staying independent in your own home for longer, instead of being forced to move again in 10 years. The floor plan walkthrough. Let's actually walk through it, room by room. The front porch. You step up onto a covered rustic front porch. Think exposed wood posts, a gable roof, maybe some stone accents. This isn't just curb appeal. A covered porch means you can sit outside in the rain, the harsh sun, or the first snow without stepping back inside. For a retirement home, that little covered buffer zone outside your door is genuinely underrated. The great room. Walk in, and you're in one open, vaulted great room. Kitchen, dining, and living space flowing into each other with no walls chopping up your sightlines. A lot of 2026 cottage plans are leaning back into this cozy comeback style. Exposed wood beams, a stone or shiplap fireplace as the anchor of the room, and big windows pulling in natural light. Practically speaking, an open great room means you can cook dinner and still see the TV, still hear your grandkids, still keep an eye on the fire, without walking laps around your own house. The kitchen. An L-shaped or island kitchen sits right in the center of the action. This is deliberate. In retirement-focused designs, kitchens get positioned centrally, so you're never isolated while cooking, and so there's a short, safe walking path from stovetop to table to sink. A walk-in pantry nearby means less bending, less reaching, more storage you can actually use. The primary suite. This is where the golden years thinking really shows up. The primary suite sits off to one side of the home, away from the guest bedroom, giving you privacy and reducing noise transfer if you've got grandkids visiting or a guest staying over. Inside, you want a suite with direct laundry access, because carrying baskets down a hallway gets old fast, and a zero-step or low-curb walk-in shower. That single detail, a curbless shower, is one of the most requested aging-in-place features in 2026, and it costs almost nothing extra if you plan for it up front instead of retrofitting later. The second bedroom or loft. On the other side of the home, or tucked into a small loft above, sits a flexible second bedroom. This is your guest room, your grandkids' sleepover space, your office, or your hobby room, whatever season of retirement you're in. Some 1,800 square foot rustic plans put this loft over an attached garage or mudroom, which keeps the main floor entirely single level while still giving you that bonus space when you need it. Outdoor living. Out back, a screened porch or covered patio extends your living space outside. Some of the best 2026 cottage designs actually put a double-sided fireplace between the great room and the screened porch. One fireplace, warming both spaces, so you can sit outside on a cool evening without needing a separate outdoor heater. The garage and mudroom. Finally, an attached 1- or 2-car garage connects through a mudroom directly into the kitchen area. No walking around outside with groceries in the rain, no hauling laundry across the yard. Small detail, huge quality of life difference over the next 20 years. Now, this all sounds beautiful on paper, but what does a home like this actually cost to build in 2026? Because the number might surprise you either way. Stay with me, because I'm about to break down the real dollar figures, not the marketing numbers. The honest 2026 cost breakdown. Let's talk real numbers, because this is where most house plan videos get vague, and I'd rather you have the actual data. Site index equals 12-1, 11-1, 12-1, 16-1, 17-1. Nationally, in 2026, standard new home construction typically runs between $150 and $300 per square foot. Though site index equals 12-1, 15-1, costs can climb past $350 to $400 per square foot in high-cost regions or for fully custom builds. For a smaller, simpler cottage-style build specifically, site index equals 9-1. Expect somewhere between $125 and $300 per square foot, depending on your design choices and location. So let's do the math for our 1,800 square foot rustic cottage. At the lower to mid-end, around $150 to $200 per square foot, you're looking at roughly $270,000 to $360,000 for construction alone. Push into higher-end finishes or a pricier region, say the West Coast or Northeast, and that same footprint can land closer to $400,000 to $500,000 or more. And that's before land, permits, and site work. Site index equals 9-1. Site preparation, utility hookups, and permits alone can add another $17,000 to $65,000 on top of the build cost. Regionally, the swings are dramatic. Site index equals 14-1. The Midwest often runs $100 to $150 per square foot, while the West Coast can hit $220 to $280 per square foot for the same exact plan. Here's the honest takeaway. A stock plan you customize, rather than a fully custom architectural design, can save you real money. Site index equals 14-1. Custom architectural plans typically cost $10,000 to $50,000, while a stock plan modified to fit your needs runs closer to $500 to $5,000. That's tens of thousands of dollars saved before a single nail gets hammered, just by starting from a proven floor plan like the one we just walked through, instead of designing from a blank page. The one mistake to avoid. And now, the mistake I promised you at the beginning. The single biggest mistake people make when planning a forever retirement cottage isn't the size, and it isn't the cost. It's designing for the retirement you have today, and forgetting the retirement you'll have in 15 years. That means skipping the curbless shower because you don't need it yet, putting the primary bedroom upstairs because the stairs aren't a big deal right now, choosing a narrow hallway or doorway because it looks charming, without checking if it could ever fit a walker or wheelchair down the line. None of these mistakes cost much to fix at the blueprint stage. Almost all of them cost a fortune to fix after the walls are already up. That's really the whole philosophy behind a well-designed 1,800 square foot single-level rustic cottage. It's not just charming, it's a home that ages with you instead of against you. So that's the 1,800 square foot rustic cottage retreat. Single-level living, a centered kitchen, a private primary suite with a curbless shower, flexible guest space, and outdoor living built right in, all for a realistic 2026 budget, somewhere between $270,000 and $500,000, depending on where you build. If this kind of honest, real numbers house plan breakdown is useful to you, subscribe for more. I'm doing an entire series on retirement and downsizing home designs, and next week I'm comparing this cottage against a dual-suite 2,200 square foot plan built for couples who each want their own space. You will not want to miss that comparison. Drop a comment and tell me, Would you build single level, or are you team loft? I read every one. See you in the next video.